Sometimes designing Power BI visuals can be a daunting task. In this video, I wanted to show you how you can actually use Power BI directly to Wireframe so that you can be able to provide your customer or your end users with visualizations they can look at, and then based on that they can make decisions if that's what they really want. So it reduces that back and forth before you go ahead and put your dashboard together or put your report together, because they already know what they're going to get. So here I have Power BI desktop already open, so we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go to my view from the menu, and I want to go ahead and turn in my grid line as well as snap to grid line, so that will help me out. Then the other thing that I want to do is go ahead and change the color for the background, and then for that to be able to show up, you want to go ahead and reduce your transparency to 0, so that now you can have a darker background. So from here now I can start adding in some visualizations that will help me be able to kind of placeholders of what I want to show my customer. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a rectangle here, and out of that rectangle I want to go ahead and change the fill. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my fill as white. Then now I can start actually laying out how I want my visualizations to look like, or how I want my design to look like. So I'll have that, then I'll go ahead and copy and paste that, and what we're going to do with those two there. So the first one here, I'll go ahead and add the text box, and this is the good thing about Power BI, because I can actually be able to add things as I go. So this one is going to be my logo, and also my title, report title. And you can change that so that it can match whatever font you want, the color and the bold and all that. And then I'm going to reduce it, and I'll go ahead and take this text box and I'll go ahead and put it there, so my customer knows that that's where the logo and the title is going to go. Then here's the magic. So I'll reduce this just a tiny bit. So here's the magic now. Remember, I don't have data. If you look at my connection, I don't have any data coming from this report, so I'm still yet to go get the data. So all we're putting together here is the wireframe. So I'll go to my visuals. I can actually be able to bring my visuals. So let's go ahead and do filters, because we know that in this visualization here we want to bring filters, and you can see Power BI is already warning me that I do want to connect it to data, so that I can be able to actually do the visualization, and I can have however many filters that I do want. So I can copy and paste, and that will showcase what I'm going to have there. Then the next thing that I will have is I'll go ahead and duplicate my placeholder here, and I'll go ahead and put it here so that we can have the alignment and everything. So then I'll reduce it a little bit, have that, then copy and paste it, move it around a little bit. My mouse is just a little bit laggy, so bear with me on that. And then go ahead and put that one over there. And yes, we want to make sure that our alignment is right, so that our users can actually see how all this will come together. So that's my initial piece. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and move this one a little bit down, because I am anticipating that my customer will want to have some cards here. So I'll have a visualization here for cards. And then to the far right, I will have another visualization for trend. So this is based on the data, requirements that we've had over time. So we'll go ahead and replace these ones here so that they can snap where we want them to snap. And you can see, because we turned on the snap to grid, that's why we're getting that. So now let me go ahead and reduce this just a teensy bit, because we want the layout. And now we want to give our users actually the visualization that they would expect. So I'll go ahead and have my card here, and I will reduce my card so that it can fit where I want it to fit. So bring it over here, and I'll go ahead and create a few copies of it. So we'll go ahead and paste that, then paste it again, and let's say we're going to have 4 of them. So we know that we're going to have 4 different numbers, and I will just make this one just a little bit bigger. And then I know it's similar situation to this one here. So then the next thing that I would want my customer to have is a trend report or a trend line. So I'll go ahead and grab the trend line here, press it on that there, and go ahead and turn in that on over there. A little bit too far. And remember, we're just trying to give them the visualization of how the report would look like. Then I'll go ahead and throw in some charts here. So let's go ahead and put a visualization there. And let's go ahead and put a bar chart here. Let's say, for instance, that was actually a change of the other one. So I actually want to come in, get the visual here, and I want to click away, come to my visualizations, and I want this bar chart. So I can go ahead and put it there so that my users can see what I have. And then let's say we want to go ahead and have like an area map here as well. So you get the gist of it. So I can go through this and kind of design how I want this to look like, and then share this with my customers so that they can see how the visualizations are going to look like. So if I look at one that's already completed, so because of time, so go ahead and snap over here. So I have the logo, the titles, and all that good stuff. So we have that driving it, including the map, and they can be able to visualize it. So now with this file, we can be able to make a decision: is this what they want to see? And then if we come to a conclusion that this is ideally what my customer want to see, then now I can go ahead and add the data to my visualization, and my end result would look something like this here, based on the same template that we've drawn there. Where we have our cards here, we have our trend here, and our trend will be able to, based on the data that now we do have, we can be able to see that the table and what have you. So this makes it easier for that back and forth conversation, because most of the users, they don't know what they want until they see something. So prior to us ending up with this, where you've designed something and then you come back and redo it, it's ideal for us to have a wireframe, and then out of that wireframe, then we can go ahead and implement whatever Power BI that we want to implement. Thank you, and next recording.